This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And look, man, if you're loving hockey, but you're just wondering about the team, you don't have to wonder about gear. We've got the gear for you.
Yeah, sometimes looking good is better than playing good.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, those uniforms look good. I will say that. And we've got some merchandise, man. If you haven't seen the KISW hockey merchandise, oh, it's awesome, man. We got the hockey-inspired rock beanie and rock T-shirt.
Oh, the shirt rocks because it's got the tentacles all over it. It's pretty sweet.
You're going to love this, man. You got to get this for you, for somebody you know. Go to the rock shop at KISW.com now.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs, and it's time to pump it up for Monday. Oh, yeah. Pump it up.
Pump
Steve, I think you're going to need to get pumped up. You lost earlier.
I did. I lost bad.
Yeah. Not great. But
Yeah, there was a bad question thrown your way.
Oh,
and it really
shut up.
confused you.
Getting to our contestant today, we've got Pat in Seattle. Pat, are you there?
I'm here.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Pat will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Pat, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University?
Bulldog?
Yes. Area 51 is located in what U.S. state?
Nevada.
Yes. Who has been on SNL the longest as a cast member at 18 seasons?
Keenan?
Yeah. According to Google, the most popular car color in the U.S. is what?
White?
Yes. Which NFL team had a unit called the Greatest Show on Turf?
The St. Louis Rams?
Yes. In which decade was the Empire State Building completed?
The 2010s? I mean, not 1910s?
No.
20s?
No.
30s?
Yes. Joan Rivers passed away in what mid-2010s year?
2006?
No.
7?
No.
5?
No. Philip K. Dick wondered, do androids dream of what type of sheep?
Electronic sheep.
No.
Androids dream of,
No. So close yet. Too far away.
You know what it is, and you're going to be so mad because your brain just told you a different word.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 correct.
Yeah.
But on the plus side, I don't think Steve will get that one right.
I'm on the plus side.
Yeah, but I mean, he has surprised us before.
Yeah, he might actually know that world enough that maybe he would. I don't know. I mean, you're right.
It'll be interesting to see.
Oh, yeah.
And guess who's back? It's
Guess
Steve.
who's back.
Hey, the
Back
loser.
again.
I mean, well,
Steve is back.
Tell a friend.
Oh, he's got his own song, too.
Are you
All
ready?
apologies to Eminem on that one.
Right. Oh, yeah! What type of dog is Handsome Dan, the mascot of Yale University?
Pitbull.
No.
Bulldog.
Yes.
That's right.
Area 51 is located in what U.S. state?
Nevada.
Yes. Who has been on SNL the longest as a cast member at 18 seasons?
What's his name? Kenan Thompson?
Yes. According to Google, the most popular car color in the U.S. is what?
White.
Yes.
That's my car.
What NFL team had a unit called the Greatest Show on Turf?
Unit. You said unit. The Bears.
No.
49ers?
No.
Crap. Cardinals.
No.
Cowboys?
In what decade was the Empire State Building completed?
40s.
No.
30s.
Yes.
1930s.
Yes. Joan Rivers passed away in what mid-2010s year?
2015.
No.
2016.
No.
2014.
Yes.
Yeah.
Philip K. Dick wondered, do androids dream of what type of sheep?
Flying sheep?
No.
Black sheep?
No.
Baba sheep?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a tie!
Oh, man. Oh, well, it's
Yeah.
better. Good job, Pat.
Yep.
And, Pat, you could have got the win if you remembered it was electric, not electronic.
Yes, exactly.
Electronic sheep?
Pat.
Yes. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yeah.
Not electronic sheep.
yeah.
Electric.
Oh, thanks for playing, Pat. And Steve,
Yes?
man, I thought you were going to pull it out of your butt because you named every team in our division, and I thought, oh my God, he said Cardinals, and he said
Rams,
Niners,
Rams.
If he had, I thought, oh man, is he going to get lucky?
More
And then
specifically,
you went Cowboys.
the St. Louis Rams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you would have said LA Rams, I would have said no, but you didn't even say the Rams. So.
Well, what if he said? Yeah, if he said Rams, you had to give it to him.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I could have F'd myself if I did know it and went with LA Rams. Yeah.
Exactly. So, congratulations. You did pump yourself up a little bit, but still just got a tie.
Thanks.
Yeah. Man, I thought you were going to be a luck bomber on that one too. I was like, are you kidding me? He doesn't know he's just going to name all the teams in our division.
That would have been great. I should have just went with that. Just name teams in the division. I'm just trying to I was trying to actually give an intelligent answer, which came up rather stupid, but I was trying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you were going for Super Bowl teams. You probably figured they had to be Super Bowl
I
winners.
figured that'd be a good team.
Yeah. And, the Niners is a good call. Cardinals, I mean, they've been. I guess I can't argue with the Cardinals. They've been to the Super Bowl. It's all right. They won. Got a survey, found out that we have at least 2 times every day where we need an energy boost. So here
Just
you go.
Two times?
Just 2 times where you go,
Like two times in the
need.
morning.
Oh, all right. Well, you are, you're a different kind of person then.
Yeah, tired.
Well, the thing is we don't count. I mean, because really, because of our hours, but you figure the average 9 to 5er.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming anyway. So the first time, which is really interesting that you need an energy boost right before you go to lunch, because isn't that what lunch is supposed to be? A time for you to get your energy boost? Because
a lot of times lunch gets me even more tired. But that's because I eat, like comfort type food. And I just kind of get like, oh, I ate too much. I need a nap.
I guess in a way it makes sense then at 11:49 a.m. your body's going, hey, you got to go get some food, get something in you. You need energy. Makes sense. Yeah.
That's interesting because honestly, I need that energy boost earlier in the morning.
Well, that's because we wake up so early.
Yeah.
In comparison, it's probably the same 11:49 ish.
But even in the weekends, or on a vacation, if we quote unquote sleep in until 6 a.m., by 7:30 ish, I need to have at least one cup of coffee in me by that point.
Oh, fair.
Oh, really? You're still groggy?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
There's a lot of time when, I'm so addicted to caffeine that if I don't have my cup of coffee within the first 2 hours, I start getting a headache immediately. And it's like, why do I have a headache? Oh,
Yep, caffeine
I haven't
headaches.
had coffee this morning.
Oh man, that's a beating detoxing like that. Oh no, that.
Well, I'm not planning on detoxing.
No,
I will.
me
I will go to my
Yeah.
grave drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never going to stop drinking coffee. I'm telling you that right now. BJ.
That's by the way, that's the number one way people will get an energy boost. If you were wondering here in the great land of Seattle, what do people do to get an energy boost? Yeah, it's what Steve's going to kill people over. It's coffee. Yeah. Also, 3:49 in the afternoon is the other time that we need an energy boost in the day.
For me, it's around 2:30ish. That's usually like that 2ish even. That's around that time where both my wife and I are like, do we want to go make a run for a coffee at a coffee stand, or do we want to make some at home? But like we're drinking coffee around that time regardless.
So here's the thing that's really interesting is that the number 2 thing on the list is a healthy thing and you wouldn't have an addiction. So drinking coffee is what everybody does to boost their energy. The number 2 thing also boosts a person's energy and it's completely healthy.
Fruit snacks.
Completely healthy. They have
What
fruit
is
juice
with you
in
and
them.
fruit snacks is not the healthy answer to anything.
Fruit snacks is the answer to everything for me.
It
It's
is
like the
not.
number 42 for some of you nerds. For me, it's fruit snacks.
Oh my
That's
God.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Checkmate.
I like it.
Yeah. Oh, is that checkmate? Really?
I think so, yeah.
No, that's just going to be check because I'm going to. Yeah, it is checkmate because I'll just leave the I'll leave the board.
There you go. Yeah, you're done with it.
I can't play with this idiot.
You said it's a healthier version of coffee, so I think drinking water. That's supposed to give you energy.
Well, I didn't actually. Yeah, I didn't say it was an exact version. This is just a healthier thing you can do. It's an activity, and it's very
Sex.
simple.
I was making the alone sex.
Yeah, one time.
Yes,
It's healthy,
sex.
right?
Yeah. If that was number 2 on the list, I think more people would be having sex. I mean, seriously, if we could say, look, I will say this though. I mean, if for a lot of women, they do get more energetic after sex, but that still has never been a selling point for me. No. You know, I mean, anecdotally, I go, you know, what I've noticed is you're tired. So what do you say? We boost you up.
They're tired of your crap. That's what it is.
Yeah, I really didn't go on with the sentence. I really should have asked him for more information.
What about like standing up? Like, you know, like
You're close. You are close to number 2, Steve. You've got half of it.
stand up. Squats.
I can't do it anymore.
Well, I mean, it's like half of it going down, going up, going
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
going up. I see where you're going with that.
Thank you.
Is that going to, I mean, all right, it's simple. You can do it.
That's an exercise.
But is squats going to give you energy? I don't know. I think it would tire me the hell out. I'd be wrecked.
Yeah, those usually wreck me.
It's a simple activity. Standing up is part of it. That's the beginning of it. You can't do this without standing up.
Cartwheels.
Ooh, that's
Yes, that's it, Steve.
That's a very simple
Cartwheels
activity for some
while
people.
eating fruit snacks.
Not me.
Yes, that's it. Number 2 on the list.
I'm guessing walking.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy. But here's the thing. I mean, if that's the case, if that really does as good of a job as coffee, I don't know. It's the number 2 thing on the list. You know, and coffee is addictive. And of course, you know, also it costs money, especially if we go to the big S where, you know, it's not the cheapest cup of coffee. Man, all you gotta do is go for a walk. And yet how many people take that option?
Yeah, but sometimes you don't have that kind of time.
Or
You know,
That's the
coffee's
problem.
quick.
Yeah.
Or it's kind of one of those things for me a lot of times. Like if I'm feeling groggy, it's so hard for me to get motivation to want to walk outside. The minute I do, though, I do feel better. It's just it's getting out there and actually being like, oh, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes.
See, that's your problem is you're just walking outside. Like in order to fill my rings on my Apple Watch, because it has that, I'll just walk around in circles around the house. I have a whole circuit that I do, so I don't have to worry about going outside.
Rev goes for a walk around the house.
Literally, yeah. I
Yeah.
walk for usually about a half a mile, just in circles for about, 20 minutes.
I can't throw stones. I mean, when it's bad weather outside and we couldn't go to the malls, that's exactly what I did.
Like Alonia Tatum, Rev. I mean, she loves walking around the house. It's like that's all I do nowadays. Walks up
Dude,
the
see,
stairs,
Look at that.
down
You're
the
getting your
stairs.
rings done.
Yeah.
But when you were a little kid, dude, walking around the house was like walking football fields.
Yes.
I mean, because it was such, I miss that, man, when the house seemed so huge. You know, if you go back to your childhood house and you realize how tiny it was, but it seems so huge all those years.
Oh, when we went back to visit my parents back when they still lived in the house I grew up in Brooklyn, and I remember bringing my wife, and we were just like, wow, it feels, with 4 people in that house, we felt so cramped. And I'm like, it didn't feel that way when we had 4 people, but then again, my brother and I were little kids.
Yeah,
And
that's the thing.
Yeah, but like 4 adults in there just felt like too many people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, going for a walk. And by the way, Riv, if you go outside, a lot of the scientists say that my doctor tells me, because she had to lecture me. She goes, I know you like to walk in your house and walk in malls, but you got to get out there. There's stuff in the trees and in air that really also helps invigorate you and keep you healthy. If you can get out there for 20 minutes a day.
Yeah,
So,
I call BS. I watched Lord of the Rings, that second one, and it put me to sleep, and all there were was around trees.
Yeah, right? Also, there's people outside.
I think I'm going to check out of this conversation with Steve. I think that was the one that did it.
Oh, that was the one.
Nice.
That's the one that did it right
Mission
there.
accomplished.
That was it. That was the hat trick. The fruit snacks, the cartwheels, and the Lord of the Rings outside scene stopped Steve from going outside.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the hat
Trees
trick.
do nothing.
Congratulations, sir.
BJ and Migs. Mornings on The Rock. 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Just remember, man, when you get in touch with us, Steve's got a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ, and that's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Joseph at JBLM, you are on the Rock.
Hola.
Hola, Joe. Hola. Don't forget men's room right here, afternoons, right on the Rock. What you got for us, Joseph?
So I just bought a motorcycle, right? And my family, they hate this thing, but I love it. I can't get enough of it.
How old are you, Joseph?
I'm 23.
Yeah, your family is probably, what, older than that?
Well, I'd hope his mom and dad are.
Well, yeah, a little bit older than that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get mom and dad, but when you say the whole family, I'm thinking you get, like, you have brothers
like
and sisters.
My wife and...
Oh,
yeah,
your wife.
Oh,
yeah.
What kind of motorcycle did you get?
Yeah.
I got a Baja Phoenix 250. It was $700. I had to drive down to Portland to go get it, but everything works.
Did you stop and get steak bites and Texas toast by chance when you were down in Portland?
No, but I did go to Voodoo Donuts. They're
good call. Good call. Look, if you can't go to the Acropolis, at least go to Voodoo Donuts.
Motorcycle looks cool. Vicky just pulled it up. Tell him to be quiet. It's a cool looking bike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's $700. Everything works. Turn signals, blinkers, everything. It's 100%.
Have you been someone that rides a motorcycle a lot in the past, or is it like something new to them and that's why they're worried?
They just don't like it. Like, it's not even a safety thing. They just think it's dumb.
They think it's dumb. Why? The bike is dumb looking, or that riding is dumb?
Just that I don't look like the kind of guy that would ride a bike.
Okay,
they need to just chill.
They're being dumb. I mean, they probably are afraid you're going to get hurt and just don't want to say that because the reasons they're giving you, Joseph, are really dumb.
But wouldn't that reason be more understandable if, like, your family's like, hey, we just worry about the danger of riding a motorcycle? I'd be like, okay, I get that. Like, I remember one time mentioning it to my wife, she's like, there's no way you can do that. You wouldn't. And she's like, and I thought about it. I'm like, you're right. I would just be zoned out, and then I would just go right into a wall or something stupid. Like, I should not be on a motorcycle. But, like, if there's reasons because they don't think you look like a motorcycle rider, that seems silly.
Yeah, I mean, my in-laws are the ones who are like, no, it's a little dumb. My mom, now she's worried about my safety. She's never liked motorcycles. My dad used to ride me all over the state of Texas on a motorcycle, so I'm like used to them.
Oh, well, see, there you go. And the in-laws might be trying to use reverse psychology on you. They probably are worried because they don't want they don't want anything to happen to their son-in-law. So rather than say, we're afraid, they're like, maybe if we tell him he looks stupid on it, he won't want to look stupid. He'll be vain and he'll get off of it. Or, because it's a dumb reason to go, you look dumb on it. I mean, who looks dumb on a bike? I mean, you're out there, you're riding. A lot of people love it. I mean, that I don't think anybody looks dumb on a bike. I just know, like Steve, I would probably get hurt if I get on a bike.
Might I recommend sitting your in-laws down and the rest of your family and watch the great film Grease 2, and then by the time that movie's over, they will all agree that motorcycles are cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely a good movie.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, Joseph. Grease 2 you like, too?
Yeah, Grease 2, just like...
He's a cool rider.
All right.
Is that what I
agree with your in-laws now, Joseph. I do. Now your in-laws were right.
It's a whole song about riding a motorcycle on that.
Wow. Okay, wow. Yeah. Where do you, he's a young dude and he's knowing Grease too. Where do we find these people?
He knows good stuff, man.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Joseph. And be safe, dude. I mean, there's you just got to be safe with those things, but hopefully it's not too heavy of a bike because sometimes, when you have a spill, some people can't pick them up because they're such heavy bikes. And that's the thing I would worry about is if I just had it like a minor spill, like I just fell over at a light or something and then I couldn't get up from it because that would be embarrassing.
BJ, we sometimes question if you should just walk in public, let alone do not get behind get on a motorcycle.
Well, you know me well, sir. You know me well.
Hey, someone texted in earlier and was hoping to get a shout out for his birthday, and I want to forget.
Let's not forget that. Let's do it.
He says, hey, it's my birthday. I'm 27. I'm a longtime listener. Can I get a shout out? And then I had to ask him what his name was because it's kind of hard to give a shout out.
Yeah, you really can't.
But it's Gerard. And then another texter said, hey, it's my brother Gerard's 27th birthday. And Steve said there would be a shout out. Can't wait to hear. My dad has listened to you guys all my life. You guys were the bomb.
So Gerard?
Gerard.
Oh, Gerard. Oh,
I don't know.
God.
Well, he said it was Gerard, Gerard, but his brother said it was Gerard, Gerard. So I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure if it was a New York accent or if that was his name.
No, Gerard.
Okay. I'm gonna say Gerard, have yourself a happy 27th.
Give it out a shout.
All right, there you go. There's your shout out, my friend.
And someone also wanted to shout out to Sean because he's a bitch. Thanks. Have a good day. You guys. So both of those shout outs have now been put out there.
That's
Wow.
an amazing one. I want to
Sean's a bitch.
That was the first text we got this morning. I've been saving it.
I have one of my friends' name is Sean, so I'm going to let that go for him as well. Sean, my friend, is also a bitch.
Is it Sean with a W or a U?
Oh, no, I got a Sean with an E.
Yeah, the
Lots
scene.
of Sean's be bitches.
Oh, this is a Sean with a U. So it's Sean.
Sean.
Oh, I thought you meant his last name. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, he's with an E. Oh, no, he actually is with an E. You know, S-E-A-N.
Oh, okay.
That kind of Sean, yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
a
as it
scene.
turns out I knew what I was talking about.
I always thought it was Scene when I was a kid.
Totally,
Yep.
me too, yeah.
Well, it's just like for the whole time I thought the kid in Harry Potter's name was Seamus.
Seamus instead of
And it's
Seamus.
actually Seamus.
Oh, that
yeah.
poor kid.
Yeah, I was like, what a weird name. And I kept seeing it in the credits. And then finally, they finally said his name. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, all right.
I don't
yeah.
click on those thumbnails.
Yeah, no thumbnails at
Stuff
all.
going on with that.
It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. Let's go to Jason and Lacey. Jason, you are on the rock.
Hey, morning, guys. How you doing?
Hey, good, Lacey. What you got? I should say, good, Jason. What you got for us?
So I got a question for you guys. With all the concerts coming back and a lot of old bands doing reunion tours, things like that, would you guys be okay with them using a vocal track if you knew about it going into it?
I would totally be fine with it. Honestly, I'd be fine with it even if I didn't know. As I've gotten older, I used to be way more like, this is bull crap. I remember seeing like some bands, and I'm like, there's someone playing behind the scenes or they're playing the backing track. Now I'm just put on a fun show, man. Like I just want to escape reality for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And if you need a vocal track to make it sound better, I know KISS does that. It doesn't bother me one bit.
There's a lot of times too when I've gone to a show and they have they're not using a vocal track, and I'm like, they should really be using a vocal track.
Motley Crue
or Blink 182. Excuse me.
Jason, how about you? How do you feel about that?
I totally think it's fine because, I'd go to the concert for the energy and the nostalgia of it, and I'd rather hear the voice that I remember than the voice of the smoker that's now 50 to 60 years old.
It's so true. I mean, we have to realize that people get older, and if we want to see our favorite bands over the course of 2 decades or so, their voices are going to change anyway. Even if they have perfect, even if they take care of themselves, your voice changes, especially if you got one of them voices that, that hit the high notes. They don't hit those notes the way they used to. And, you need help. And like Steve said, for years, we never knew there was somebody singing behind the stage, somebody playing behind the stage.
A backing track that the drummer's playing along to a click so that way they can have the timing all right. Whatever
we
works,
never knew
man.
that. Yeah, I never knew that, and then it did become scandalous the first time somebody did introduce that. And now we're at the age where I don't think, like wrestling, we get to tell the truth. We get to say, look, this is what we have to do to give you a good show.
I remember when I was younger, and it was like that. I remember seeing Aerosmith, and all of a sudden they're playing one of their songs. I can't remember which one it was from the Pump record, and all of a sudden there's like a horn section in one of the songs, and you're just like, and he's singing, he's like, and it, and I'm like, where's the horn players? Like, I'm looking around, I'm like, where are they hiding? And then I realized, it's probably just some kind of a machine that they hit, and it's just, or a keyboard sample or something along those lines. But, for a half a second I was thrown off. But now looking back, I'm like, that would have been weird without that part because that's how you know the song.
Yeah, and Millie Vanilli, man, they got room.
Well, in all fairness, they weren't actually even singing. Like, they just not only were lip syncing, they were lip syncing somebody else's voice.
Well, what about the Gorillas? Nobody's ever really talked about that.
Those cartoons know what they're doing, BJ.
Yeah, those cartoons, I don't think are singing.
Quick update about Gerard. Apparently it's Jared, like Subway, the guy.
Oh, Jared.
Yep, he just
But
texted
not
in.
like Subway.
No.
Well, now we got to do a redo.
Jared, like the jeweler.
There we go. There we go.
It's got some nice gems.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well,
so his name is Jared. Happy 27th birthday.
There you go. Good job, Steve. You know what?
We were so wrong.
Yeah, we were way off. What are you going to do?
We tried.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You pick the topic.
Why'd your brother call you Gerard?
Yeah. You know what? We try. You know what? We really do. We're not your birthday station, apparently. But we'll get it right, third time.
Happy birthday, Jared.
Yeah, there you go, Jared.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know, BJ, what's your all-time favorite board game, and what's a good board game to play with two people that you like?
So does that mean a board game for three people? Is that what he?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's weird. A 3-player board game, almost.
Or a 2-person board game, maybe. What's a good board game to play with two people that you like?
Yeah, it's so. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I see. With two people that I like.
That you would
game
suggest.
that I like.
Yeah, at first I was like, you had to pick two people that you like. I'm like, well, why would you want to play board games with people you don't like?
Okay, cool.
Now I get it.
Yeah, so Seven Wonders Duel is a great 2-player game, and Seven Wonders, the original game, was an award winner, but the 2-player version was not that good. Well, they redesigned an entire thing to make it a duel game and release that, and it's really a good game, and the expansions that go along with it. So yeah, Seven Wonders Duel is a good one, that's for sure. And my favorite game of all time, there's two of them, because of the two different reasons. One's a social deduction game where I get to argue with people and lie about being a good guy or a bad guy. It's called The Resistance, and it's a very cheap game to buy, but it is a lot of fun, up to 10 people. And if you've got the right group of people, it can be a blast. You can have some beverages. Vicky will never play it because there's too much yelling and screaming. Though I've tried to adjust my life and not be as much of a yeller and screamer anymore. And then,
so you're still kind of yelling and screaming, but just in a now more calm voice.
I'm trying. Steve. I just had a little bit of a screaming match with my best friend Josh. But I mean, luckily we know each other well enough to do it. But I've really been, for the most part, trying to be cool, because you got sometimes little kids, or at least younger people, who are just doing it for the first time. You don't want it to be a horrible, traumatic experience for them. So the game's called The Resistance. Stronghold Games, I think, has it. And then the granddaddy of all the greatest space games there ever was, in my opinion, Twilight Imperium by Fantasy Flight Games. It is excellent, insane. It can go 12 hours, but, if you're like me and you just love that whole thing, it is pretty excellent. And I even got Joey Dees to play it, and he even liked it. He said he never would, and he came over and played it and liked it. So there you go.
Wasn't that weekend that it was really hot out and he wanted to go somewhere with AC?
Never mind, Vicky. I'm telling myself he liked the game.
Fair enough.
And that's why he was there.
Seems fair.
Yeah. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know, what do you guys think is the best music video of all time? The best music video of all time? You can't do that to us.
That's it. I mean, first of all, I haven't watched a music video in forever, so I don't know what really is considered the greatest in the last 10 years.
Because there's just so many different
vibes.
I can think of like some Foo Fighter music videos like the Big Me one, the Mentos commercial.
So good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you remember the first one that blew your mind? Because I do, and it would be Nine Inch Nails' Closer. Just because of how crazy that was, Tool's Sober. Just with all of the art and the little dude with the arm and stuff.
I mean, Prison Sex. There's a lot of Tool videos that are pretty mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You know which one, and Steve, you're going to love me for this one, but it was because it got me into, wanting to play in a band. Limp Bizkit's Nookie.
Yes.
Do you remember it was Fred Durst just walking around and then
all
setting
these
up
hot chicks that dress like him show up?
Yeah. And then just setting up in a parking lot and playing on a rooftop and then getting arrested. I was like, I want to do that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's do it for that Nookie.
And there's a lot of reasons. I mean, Weezer's Troublemaker, they set a lot of Guinness World Records with making that video, the biggest set of nachos ever put out. And there was a ton of different things that were going on in that video that ended up being Guinness World Records that they were doing when that video was done. So how do you judge anything?
I got it. Thriller. It has to be Thriller. It was a mini movie.
Yeah, it was amazing, Rev. I don't know what's come since then.
What?
What?
Stupid.
Even Ed Edwards says her hand's dad in it, for crying out loud. Come on.
It wasn't my thing. this is going to be a weird one. You're probably going to have to look it up to find it. There's it was like a weird electronic group called Uncle, UNKLE, and this is back in my like ecstasy days. And so I remember I was really messed up, but then by the end of the night, like I'm coming down, and my buddy put on this music video, and it featured Tom York from Radiohead. And he sang on the song. And there's a scene in this, like, there's this guy wearing like a weird like hoodie going through a tunnel and like, you know, in a freeway. And then all of a sudden he gets hit by a car and everything just explodes. But it was like this build to that moment. And when that moment happens, you're just jaw drops, like sober or not. Like, it doesn't matter. You're just like, cause you're like kind of watching this video like, what is this guy doing walking on a freeway? He takes off his jacket. He's just shirtless. Everything's moving in slow motion. And then a car hits him and you're just not like, you don't know what to expect at that moment. But when the car hits him and like everything just kind of explodes around him, it was just. Oh,
yeah. I'm seeing the video now as a matter of fact.
Very
I think you found it.
Superman-esque.
It's very powerful, but it was like, but it's because the video just drags until that moment. And like, you're almost like, I want to give up on this video. And the fact that you don't, then you're really like, this is incredible.
Yeah, there's so much out there.
That is really cool.
That is, yeah. See, it's tough to call the best one.
Someone said, "OK Go," the band "OK Go" with the video with the treadmills.
That one was pretty great. That was fun.
They never disappoint with their music videos. They're always like crazy stuff going on.
And that's how people got to know them. I mean, they pretty much made themselves famous with that video.
Beastie Boys "Sabotage" just got texted in. That's a great one.
Super fun, yeah.
I keep wanting that one to turn into an actual television show.
Oh, me too.
I'm trying to think of, and I don't know. I know when the first movie ended up having a CGI scene, but I'm trying to think of the first video that might have used CGI, and I don't know if you might think by the cars was CGI or just stop motion animation, but it was weird. But I think whoever did that should get a nod because CGI was pretty cool to put into video and put into movies. So,
and if you go into that era, then Take On Me by Aha.
That was really good.
I remember seeing
that was good.
They showed that music video in a movie theater. That was the first time I saw it. It was right before a film. It might have been like Toxic Avenger or Rad. I can't remember. It was one of those two. We watched both of them on the same day. And I remember they played Take On Me, the music video, and I was just like, this is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Oh, one text was a great one. Johnny Cash's Hurt video. First video to make me get full on choked up.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The ending of that music video, you do struggle to fight back tears, especially knowing that it was towards the end of his life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Gabriel. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
Danny?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Do not.
What about All the Small Things by Blink-182?
Heck yeah.
Was that the one they made fun of all the boy bands?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, What's My Age Again when he's running around naked?
Yeah, and they have the super hot nurse.
Oh, what was her name? Oh, man, she was a porn star.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Damn it.
This is surprising you don't remember the name of a porn star. I'm a little disappointed.
I'm starting to get worried about my mental capacity. I can't remember her name.
I'm a little worried about this.
Janine.
Janine.
Yeah.
And she had another name, but like that's all. You knew her as Janine.
Yeah, you
Janine.
didn't need to know anymore.
It was like Lindenhummer.
Yeah. Well, did the texter give us their did they tell us what they thought the best video was?
Yeah, I've been reading them. Sledgehammer.
No, I mean
all
the
small-
texter, the original
OG
texter.
one.
The original,
no.
the OG.
I was like, I've been reading text this whole time, BJ.
No. Yeah, I was wondering what the original texter
No,
thought.
they didn't.
Yeah.
Virtual Insanity by Jamiroquai.
That one was so cool because
The
it was
floors
all
moved.
Yeah, it was all practical effects. It wasn't the floor that moved; it was the building around them. All of the walls were the things that were moving.
Yeah, that was a
Super
trippy music
cool.
video.
Wow.
If you're into like horror stuff, the one that I always liked was Korn's. I can't think of it. It's like a mini movie where like the bugs moving through them.
Oh, I don't know that one. Because I like Freak on a Leash because that was super
Is
cool.
that the bullet one?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
bullet
That
one,
was
which
a
was
cool one.
great.
Someone brought, this is the right answer. If there was a right answer, this is it. With Arms Wide Open by Creed. It's obviously.
Damn it, I was going to say that too as a joke.
Right.
I remember that playing all the time on TV when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
What about November Rain? A few people texted in Guns N' Roses. That was like a full on show. Like,
Yeah,
you got to
that-
set aside like 20 minutes to watch that.
Yeah.
See, I'm probably a little bit, I don't know if you guys got to see most of these music videos because they're really popular when I was in high school, but My Chemical Romance, basically any music video they came out with.
The
whether-
Black Parade is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite was Helena just because it was such a weird concept and idea of them just, being at this girl's funeral and then, when everyone's praying, she's up and dancing around all of them. It's friggin' weird. I love it.
So what we're saying is we're never going to be able to say what the best video is.
No,
There is no best video. Right.
Yeah.
It's like saying, hey, what's the best record of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
You can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
Tom Petty, Don't Come Around Here No More. Is that the Alice in Wonderland one?
Oh, that one was so good.
Yeah.
Or even just Last Dance with Mary Jane, because it had like Kim Basinger as like the dead woman in it.
Yes. That was awesome. Not her being dead, but the
No,
video.
no. But she's
I
kinda,
think
like,
she was.
flopping
I
around.
think
That
she's
was
still
fun.
okay. Yeah. I think she made it.
There's so many. It's so fun to see some of the text messages because I forgot about so many of these. Like Genesis, Land of Confusion.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Well, that's the creepy puppet
No,
one.
I
Yeah.
hated that one. That one literally gave me nightmares because of the Ronald Reagan puppet.
Yeah.
Those puppets were awesome.
That one
Yeah.
was terrifying.
I love puppets.
Good stuff.
I love puppets.
I do.
Yeah.
You didn't
good
like
stuff.
that one?
I don't like puppets.
What is the issue with puppets?
They're creepy.
They'll steal your soul.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's
well,
what they
remember,
look like.
Steve wants to be a ventriloquist. This is not good.
Right? These puppets aren't going to steal your soul. They just want to bring smiles to your face.
These don't look like they'd bring smiles to our faces.
They look like they're on like a weird acid trip. I'm not going to lie.
That's a fact.
But
Oh, yeah.
They're
Look
not
at
a
all the
jalapeno on a stick. I don't want it.
Okay, fair.
Oddly specific.
Ooh, Fatboy Slim's weapon of choice with Christopher Walken.
That was a
dancing.
good one.
That was great, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I never really liked Fatboy Slim's music. It was tolerable at best. but that video was awesome.
Yeah.
I like the twist and smack my bitch up. What was that?
Oh,
Not
it was
Prodigy.
the chick
Yeah,
that
the
did.
Prodigy.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
That
was such-
video was so like controversial that it was banned during the day on MTV.
I know. I remember when they were like, "We will only play this at midnight," and I remember staying up and watching and being like, "This is so cool."
The B girl from Blind Melon, No Rain.
Oh yeah, that one was adorable.
Also, too controversial to show during the night. Ooh. No, I was kidding.
I was like, "Wow, really?"
No.
Oh, during the night, it was too controversial.
Yes. Yeah,
We
they-
have to watch it during the day.
like you can only enjoy this during the day.
Wow.
Christina Aguilera, Dirty, just because I like looking at Christina Aguilera. And
Genie
Yeah,
and
that-
she was
no,
dirty.
no.
Yeah.
No.
No?
What?
I mean, not best video. It's a good video, but I mean, we're going to just start saying because everybody's hot, we're going to.
Yes.
Everybody's,
Yeah.
What else do you watch music videos for?
Shakira.
Especially when you were
Okay.
like 14.
No.
It was amazing.
The hip
You know
video.
what? We
Yeah,
have to
hips
look.
don't lie.
Yes, they're great to look at, but we have to. There needs to be more of a criteria than that.
No, there
I don't
doesn't.
think so. I don't think
There's
so.
so many other videos you're kicking out of the top spot
Who are
because of
you
that.
to poo-poo that art?
Who are you?
Yeah. Okay.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
New on Curiosity Stream, the Arctic, frigid, desolate, unforgiving. And without canine companions, early humans never stood a chance. Discover how man and dog learned to thrive together where neither could survive alone in Ice Dogs. Plus,
why would a Nazi major be protecting and saving Jews?
Against orders, against time, the SS major that sheltered and saved thousands of Jews. It's the good Nazi. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 1 in every 5 children killed in traffic crashes in the U.S. was a pedestrian. That's why 3M is working alongside local governments and NGOs to help improve crosswalk visibility and traffic markings in school zones, in a worldwide initiative to provide kids with a safe walk to school and access to the education they deserve. To learn more and take action, visit 3m.com/schoolzonesafety. 3M Science, applied to life.